Namaste and welcome to Abhyasa for this week. As always, our fundamental focus is how do we take and train body, mind and prana in equal measure over 75 minutes, 25 minutes to work on the body, for which we'll do expressive work, vinyasa work. I've changed the vinyasa slightly to start to get into states of stillness. The next 25 minutes you're going to work on the mind, and for us when we work on the mind, we're going to fix it and engage it with certain asanas. I've chosen those asanas, as you know, which will help you to get into this meditative posture. And in the last 25 minutes we're going to be working on prana, not just pranayam, but also Om chanting, locking the prana through Mahabandh, and then a meditation. Our theme is the Yoga Sutras, so we're going to be working with the niyamas. I welcome you to be a part of this journey for the next 75 minutes, and I wish you all the very best to stay focused. The key point that I would like to share is that as you breathe in and out through Ujjayi Pranayam throughout the practice, apart from the pranayam specific work, keep internally chanting so when you breathe in, hum when you breathe out. So, hum. So whether you're in this posture, you're fundamentally focused on so hum. Whatever you're doing, just ensure that so hum continues. That way, your focus remains very, very high. So let's get started. I'll put an alarm so that we've got our timing in sync. There will be some postures which you might find difficult to do. It's okay. You can come out of it and then continue to come back into that posture. Keep trying. You've got 1 week to get really good at these asanas, and then we'll have a whole new start next week. Bring your hands into a namaste. Take a few seconds just to settle down. Be aware of the sounds that you can hear. My voice are the sounds. Now, be aware of your sankalp, your resolution. So whatever is your resolution, stating that to yourself 3 times with a deep emphasis and awareness. Also visualizing it above the eyebrow center. Without the sankalp, you remain a creature of habit. Inhale, stretch wide open. Exhale, round the upper back. Inhale, stretchen up. Extend the arms. Let the spine come alive. Exhale, open out the shoulders. Beginning to twist and twist. The first practice, Kapalbhati Kriya. Block a nostril, exhale out 10 times and then the other. Other side, mouth is closed, eyes are closed. The first energizing pranayam, Bhastrika. Active inhale, active exhale, 108 times. As you keep exhaling, you'll find that the stomach is being drawn inside. Active inhale, active exhale, stomach draws in. We've done 20, got another 88 to go. Let the body slowly start to get into rhythm. The eyes are closed, and also ensure that the body is not shaking too much. 30. 40, and keep going. In case you find that you're not able to do beyond that, you can even take a pause. I would like all of you to have the necessary fitness to be able to do this. 50 done. Yeah, past halfway. 60. Starting to get a little bit more momentum now. 70. 80. 90. Last 8 rapid. Take in a deep breath and hold the breath inside. As you hold the breath, you can hold your thoughts. So hold your visualization in the eyebrow center. Just visualize your resolution, sankalp. Exhale. 2 more times with Ujjayi pranayam. So breathe in. Hold the breath, visualize your resolution. Ujjayi is breathing in and out through the nose but constricting the throat, epiglottis, to make this sound as you exhale. Once more, inhale. Hold the breath, visualize your resolve. Exhale. Beautiful. Next up, coming up, for Agnisar Kriya. So breathe in, blow out. You're moving your stomach in and out, in and out. This is training the digestive muscles. Time to start loosening out the body. Just keep blowing out. Lovely. And now start to stretch. So go up all the way. Reach up. So in any asana, the first element is the pose, the second element is what the eyes are doing, drishti. The third element is the breathing, inhale, exhale, ujjayi. But the fourth element that we are interested also in is soham. So inhale, internally so. Exhale, hum. It's unique to the way I teach. And I think it's a very important aspect to get the soham focus as you breathe. As you hold poses, reverse. Rotate the shoulders, get the full range of motion. Reverse. If you get the warm-up, all these exercises right, you won't get injured. This is known as Pavan Muktasana in yoga. Here, beginning to twist, twist, then up and up, rotating the hips, reverse, start to open out the side, stretch, change, stretch, change. Just support the hips with the hand, roll the shoulders, drop back. Change, drop the body in the front. Stretch the hamstrings. Have your chin on the chest. And again, come up. Legs are just a bit wider. Support your hips. Drop back. Change, legs really wide. And now twist. And twist. Starting to move in. Hold one ankle. Other one. Drop to one side. Change to the other side. Back in the center. And now come into a lunging movement. Drop knee down, foot flat. The other side. Change, Parvatasana. Bending one knee, other knee, one knee, other knee. Straighten both the knees. Now, just drop your knees on the floor. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, look in. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, look in. Change. To do an inner thigh stretch. So you're here. Rotate. Push the hips up, down. Change. Stretch the thigh itself. The knees up here. Stretch here. Change. Stretch the thigh. Knees up here. Good. The body is now been loosened out. Let's begin with Surya Namaskar. Together we chant Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Salutations to the giver of energy. Om Suryaya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Santolan. Drop. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale. Bhujangasana. Exhale. Parvatasana. Inhale. Ashwasanchalan. Padhast. Inhale and up. Exhale. So in your mind, as you breathe in internally, you're chanting so, and as you breathe out, hum. Drop. Inhale so. Exhale hum. Inhale so. Hum. So. Hum. So. Hum. Drop. So. Hum. So. Hum. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, instead of Ashtanga Namaskar, we take Chaturanga and Urdhva Mukha. Exhale. Inhale. So. Hum. And again, breathe in. So this fluidity of the body is really, really important. Chaturanga. Breathing in and out deeply. Ujjayi pranayam. Inhale. This is the 10th round. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Drop down. Breathe in. Get the full stretch. Breathe out. Stay here in Parvatasana. So just close the eyes and just continue to stay in Parvatasana for another 5 deep breaths. Keep breathing in and out deeply. Three more deep breaths. Two more deep breaths. And from there now, we begin to flow. So bring the right leg in the front. Virabhadra 2. Ensure that you're pushing both the feet down. The center of gravity remains through the pelvic area. The eyes, the drishti is fixed past the middle fingertip. Slow, deep breathing. These are all 1-minute postures as you're getting into a stillness. From there, Parasvakonasana. Stretch. So you're on the fingertips here. Once you've stretched the left fingertips, lift the hip up a bit. Once you've opened here, the posture we want, straighten the right knee. Trikonasana. Opening up the left hip. Feel both the shoulder blades are touching back against a wall, so to speak. Feet are firm. Very important posture, the triangle in sacred geometry. From here, hands on your hips, start to open out the hips this way. Hands up, Virabhadrasana 1, the classical Virabhadra. But what we want is a twist. So take the left hand down, twist here. Parivrita twisted, Parasvakonasana, and you can get into a Namaste here. Those of you who are very comfortable, come here. This is the first twist. A beautiful effect on the spine and on the digestive process. Deep breathing in Ujjayi. Yes, so you're looking at a point at the back. Just finishing off here, straightening the knee. Beautiful stretch. Parivrita Trikonasana. Exhale, Parvat. Inhale, Ashwa Sanchalan moves to Virabhadra 2. The body will feel beautifully opening up. Feet firm, heels firm. Dedicated to Virabhadra, a warrior that Shiva created for a particular purpose. From there, Parasvakonasana, side angle stretch. So stretch the fingertips, look up. Take the hip up a little higher so the side gets the stretch. The back foot is firm, the front foot is firm, and from there, we want to straighten the knee into Trikonasana. See that the right hip is constantly opening. This is the fluidity of the vinyasa, that it helps with flexibility. From there, start to now open out the hip. We want to get into a twist. So move the hip, open out the hands. And as you come into a twist, get the right hand all the way across. Parivrita, twisted. Parasvakon, side angle stretch. Make a namaste. And of course, those who are comfortable can clasp here. Looking at the back. So the back foot can either be on the ball of the foot, or as you get more flexible, it flattens. Putting a beneficial pressure on the abdominal organs. And to finish that work, very beautiful Parivrita, Trikonasana, just opening up the twisted, rotated triangle. Ashvasanchalan, Parvat. Time for us to get training our balance. So bring the right leg down, stretch your hands, and lift the leg at the back. Push the knee back, straighten the knee. This Virabhadra 3, some of you are comfortable keeping the hands slightly apart, that's fine. You should ensure that the foot down firm, hamstring stretched, back thigh engages, glute engages, lower back stretches, looking at a point, stretch the fingertips forwards. Some can stretch the toes back, some of you are better off pushing the heel back. Beautiful, beautiful balance pose. From there, it's coming up. One hand on the hip. Hold this toe. As you hold this toe, you're going to stretch here. If you find it tough to hold the toe, you can also hold the ankle. From there, same leg, just taking it out to the side now. Deep breath. The beautiful poses for balance and for flexibility. Ashvasanchalan. Parvat. Inhale. Bring this leg here and just stretch up. Virabhadrasana. 3, warrior 3. So you can have the hands apart, push the heel at the back, get your balance. The eyes are fixed, very firm. Or you can have the toes point back and the palms together. So every body responds uniquely. There are 2 variations there. See to it that you're putting in a lot of focus on where you're looking at. And as you keep looking at it, internally you're chanting so, hum, so, hum. From there, hold the big toe, continue to look at a point and stretch. 5. Once you've done that, take the leg out to the side. 5. I request all of you to take your practice outdoors whenever you can. To be in sync with the elements is very important. It's not just about muscles and alignment, it's also about aligning with the elements itself. And Parvatasana. That completes the first section of our class, working on the body. Now we start to work on the mind. And we begin that with a 2-minute hold in Utkatasana. Just looking at a point. See that the knees don't cross the toes. Hips are quite low. Initially you may be here, but over the course of the 2 minutes you want to go lower. Look at a point, breathing in and out. Once the eyes fix, just continue to hold. And in your mind, so, hum. I'll tell you when 2 minutes are done, but you just keep holding. So, hum. It's a very, very important practice. You'll quickly understand that it's not about the muscles, it's about your focus. So the more focused you can stay, the better you'll be. Keep breathing in and out. Doing really well in that posture. Deep, deep breathing. Almost there. We've got just a little over 30 seconds to go. Engage the legs, engage the heel, engage the abs, the thighs, glute. And just keep breathing. So, hum. So, hum. Keep breathing. Wow. Nearly there. And change. Come back up. Our next work is to open out the back. So lie down on your stomach. Starting here, like a sphinx. Just lift the elbow. Okay. Bend the knees. Hold the ankles. Dhanur Asana. Look up. In this particular, for this work, because it's lower back, I'm not making you hold for 2 minutes, I'm going to make you hold for 30 seconds and do 2-3 poses. Just lift as high as you can. So see that the thighs are going above the floor and the upper back is being drawn back. 2 more breaths. Look up. The higher you can look, the better you'll respond. Change. Now from here, just interlock your fingers like this. Keep your feet firm. Lift the upper body and the legs up. So now we're getting into strength. Strength of the upper back, strength of the lower back. So looking at a point, Breathing in and out slowly. Excellent. And finally, Shalabhasana. So that was Sarp, snake, Shalab, locust. Interlock your fingers. Chin on the floor. And take both your legs up in the air, pushing them, extending your legs. Keep stretching the legs. You want to get long and strong. And come back down, putting your forehead on the palm. And the main asana that we want for the back is Chakrasana. So first we start with Setu Bandh. You're here. Lift the hips up. Now just support the hip and get the breathing. It's a beautiful posture to work on breathing, to work on the curvature of the back. Once you've engaged the legs, feel the inner thighs pushing your legs closer together. Hands are here. Now, those who are comfortable, you're going to go up on the crown of the head, and then lift. And you're going to be here for the next minute and a half. Pulling in the stomach, engaging the thighs, engaging the lower back. Slow deep breath. If you have any pain, you can drop down. But essentially, you're trying to push the inner thighs together. Engage the thighs, engage the lower back. 30 seconds to go. Some postures we're going to do every week. Chakrasana is such an important posture for activating the fire in you. Manipura chakra. Very good for the nervous system to fire up. Beautiful. And coming back down. On the head, drop. Press both your knees to your chest. Just take a breather here so the lower back can soothe itself. So we've done 3 asanas, combining a few. So for the next one, let's start to work on core strength. So stretch your legs up, stretch your hands. Now use your toes. Engage your toes, engage your thighs, and stay here. You should feel that the kneecaps, or rather the thigh bones, are digging into the pelvis, into the hips. Bring the legs lower. So the lower abs are working. Stretch the toes and just stay. Keep looking at a point and keep staying there. This is a very, very beautiful posture, Naukasana or Navasana, to strengthen the core. You've got a minute to go. If you ever feel that it's too much, you can just bend the knees a little, but don't drop the legs. Some of you may have to bend the knees throughout because the hamstring flexibility or the lower back is giving you trouble. Some may even have to put the elbows here, but as much as you can, try and stay here. And as low as you can without touching the shoulder blades on the floor. So keep holding this and breathing in and out. If you can stay calm through this physical stress, it's very, very good training for your nervous system. It'll be a very efficient nervous system. Got about 20 seconds left to go. Engage the thigh, abs in. Every time you exhale, abs in. Very nice. Breathing in and out. So in your mind, so hum. All Ujjayi breathing. Very nice. Don't drop. You're here. For the next posture, we're going to take up Chaturanga Dandasana. For a lot of you, this may be difficult, but we're here to train. The legs slightly close. You're here. I want you to, with your fingers, pull the mat as if you're gripping the mat. And then, on the ball of the feet, pull the stomach in and come here. Look forward and just stay. You should feel that the head is moving forward and the heels are moving back. So the heels are moving back, the tailbone is moving back, and the head is moving forward. So stay as long as you can. If it's too difficult for you, you can drop your knees and do the same thing. But essentially, try and stay in Chaturanga. Over the course of this week, I want to know how much easier you're getting in Chaturanga. Whether you can hold a minute by the end of the week. And from there, go straight into Santolan now for 2 minutes. Again, fingers engage, palms are flat. Push the heels back. Head feels it's going forward. Tailbone feels it's going back. So spine is lengthened. Hip little higher, don't let it sag. Hip highest, chin in front and abs in and stay. We've got a minute and a half to go. So now the name of the posture is Santolan, inner composure. So whatever is happening to your abs, arms, you stay calm with the so, hum. If you ever need, you can take the hip up once into Parvat and back here, but don't drop the knees. So make it your focus, have that hatha, that willpower. Okay, got a minute to go. Beautiful, just keep going. So, hum, so, hum. Keep breathing in and out. Superb. 30 seconds to go. Abs are fully engaged, looking at the same point. It can also be just a point on your mat or in the front. Keep looking. It's a hot day here in Bali, as I live by the ocean. Slow breathing, just about 15 seconds. Abs are fully engaged. Don't give up now. We say the pose begins when you feel that you've come to the end. It's finding more and more time. Don't drop your legs, just push back into a mountain. And now, drop your elbows. Sampatasana, lower plank. It's the last core exercise, just for a minute. And stay there. Again, the fingers feel they're engaging. Heels go back, tailbone goes back, head goes forward, hip little higher, and just stay there. Just about 30 seconds to go. The combination of these movements is what is giving you the challenge. Individually, if I were to give you a break between each of these postures, the body will cool down. We don't want that. We want to develop a certain amount of focus, fire, so that you finally relax only in the meditative asana. 15 seconds. Please let me know how it's getting better for you every day. Small increments, 5 seconds, 10 seconds is a huge improvement. Change. Stretch the spine, yeah. Lovely. We began a little bit of a challenge work with Bakasana, Parsva Bakasana and Mayurasana. This is the arm balance work. So bring your hands like this. We're going to continue that this week. Bring your hands like this. Put your palms like this. Now with your fingers, grip your mat as if you're gripping your mat. And then move your body forwards. Once you bend your elbows, the elbows should dig into where your navel is or just below your navel, even. Take your legs back. And all I want you to do is tighten your core and just stay here. 10, 9, 8, 7. Tighten the back, core. Later on, we'll train how to lift the legs. Very nice. Drop your knees. Let's do this. Place your palms like this. With the fingers, engage the mat. This is all arm strength. This is the last of the strengthening works. Engage, push the knees against the shoulder. look at a point, it's just your focus to then keep looking at a point and lift. Very beautiful posture to train focus. So just stay there, go a little higher, change, come back down. We do the same thing on the side. So turn to one side, locking the legs on the tricep and lift. Pull your abs in and lift. As much height as you can get is more than enough. Let's try the other side. Once you're here, lift up and look at a point. So the small movement is what we're trying to train. Yes. We finished the active work. Now we get into some relaxing work, starting with Shirshasana, or headstand. So hand is here on the eyebrows where the middle finger reaches, topmost part of the head, flat part of the head. Hands are like this. Put the crown of your head on the floor. You can do it against a wall if you need, otherwise you're here. Lift, lift. What I want you to do is just to bring the knees to the chest. So you've engaged the core, you've developed a stable base, and you've brought the pelvis over that base. The base is the shoulders, upper back, abs in. Shoulder, upper back, abs in. Okay, and just stay there. It's slow breathing. Now those who are finding it difficult, so you can stay there. Those who are finding it difficult can just come even to this much and get used to this. You can do it against a wall. If you're doing it against a wall, do it in a corner of the wall. So one hand on this wall, one hand on this, and you're in between. Before you know, the body will develop the capacity to just do this very comfortably. You won't even realize, but one day you'll just start to go up effortlessly. This is something that we are very keen on training, and therefore we're going to spend a good amount of time every week to get this right. Slowly coming back down. And once you come back down, stretch. The next one, of course, is Sarvangasana. So now we are well and truly in our cool down phase. Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. Support your hip. Go up. And stay here. So your legs will be here initially. Try and straighten your legs. Engage your thighs, engage your feet. Push the legs up. Engage the glute and stay. The breathing is Soham, Ujjayi. So now, during your period cycle, you can even just take the legs here and keep it like this. And you avoid the Shirshasana and Sarvanga if you're having periods. And instead of that, you can just spend time with Baddha Konasana or Supta Baddha Konasana. For everybody else who's still in Sarvangasana, you've got about 30 seconds to go. Slow, deep breathing. Sarvanga is very important because the chin locking on the chest. It's amazing how the body works. Chin on the chest stimulates the vagus nerve to cause the parasympathetic nervous system to function. Without any mental effort, just by doing this movement, you'll find that the heart rate slows down, the breathing slows down. Everything becomes the rest and digest mode, so you become very calm. It's very, very important just to get these postures of the body. Yoga is so successful because it does this effectively. Very nice. From there, you were up in Sarvang. Just touch the feet at the back. Just get a touch, Halasana, and come back out of it to Matsyasana. Open the throat. Come up to sit. A lot of you will have problems with the hips, so we have to work on that. So open up here. Tittali, butterfly. Bud the corn. Yeah, bound angle. And I want you to bring the legs out here into like a diamond pose and start to drop down. Once you're dropping down, you want to get the elbows ahead of the shins. And just take your time here. Most people in our generation have very stiff hips because of sedentary jobs. Eventually getting the head down to touch the heels. And as you continue to do that, now just stretch the legs out and stretch the toes forward and get this Paschimottanasana stretch. Deep, deep breathing. Try to bend the elbows. It's an amazing stretch for the back. The entire western side, the Paschim, the western side of the body from heel to head and beyond is in a stretch. So just stay there. All you need is time. If you have the time here, the body will respond. It's not your effort. We say prayatna saitilyam. Asana is practiced. Prayatna saitilyam. Cooling down the effort. Ananta samapatibhyam. And fixing the mind beyond. So you fix it on the so, hum, so, hum, hum. Love beginning to change. Hands are here. We do a counter pose. So first bend the knee, stretch the hip up, let the hip relax, let the lower back relax. And now stretch the legs out, lift here. This is called Purvottanasana, the eastern side, the front part of the body is in a full stretch. This week we're going to be working on this beautiful asana, Supta Virasana. Sit like this, but open out the feet so that your butt is on the mat. It's between the feet. If you don't have any pain in the knees or ankles, drop and drop. Once you feel that you're comfortable, you can either stay there. If you have any pain, stop here. Otherwise, go down all the way and just stay here. Breathing in and out slowly. Whenever you feel that you're beginning to panic, just slow down that particular breath. You will find a lot of stretch in each thigh. So beautiful work on the thighs, hips, lower back. Becomes such a relaxed pose. If you want, you can support your hip. Slowly come back up. And now, stretch forward. The last pose that we're going to work on is a twist. So bend the right knee here, bend the left leg underneath, lock the right knee and turn. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Those who are comfortable, this hand goes in here, hold the wrist. Dedicated to Matsyendranath, the legendary yogis of ancient India. Change to the other side. Just a very gentle work. We're doing 1 minute on the side. And change. Shavasana, just for 3 deep breaths to make a transition before we go into pranayama. Take 3 really deep, long breaths. Exhale all the tension, tiredness, stiffness out of the body. Inhale, fresh prana. Exhale all the tension out of the body. Inhale, fresh prana. Exhale out all the stiffness. Inhale, fresh prana. Start to stretch open the body. We've got to do more work with prana, for which we will come into seated posture. We'll take up our pranayama training. So take up a meditative posture. Ideally, Siddhasana. So one leg is at the perineum, between anal genital space. The other leg is above of that. These toes go in, down. The bottom leg toes come up like this. So this is the posture. You're locked in posture. If you're not comfortable in this, you can even sit on a cushion. Or you can just take up Sukhasana. Some of you may be very comfortable in Padmasana. Different options for meditative postures. You can also take up Vajrasana. The back is straight. Those who can, for a woman this is called Siddha Yoni Asana. For a man it's called Siddhasana. Anulom Vilom or Nadi Shodhana Pranayam. The right hand is in Vishnu Mudra. Block the right nostril. Without any sound with me, breathe in through the left, internally chanting So. Close the nostrils for double the inhalation time. Exhale through the right, internally chanting Hum for double the inhalation. Inhale right, So, 1 count. Hold for 2 counts. Exhale left for 2 counts. Second round, inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Third, inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. The challenge here is to go on for another 5 minutes. No pause. If your hand pains, just support it. But don't take a break. Keep going with the Soham chant. Initially, it may seem difficult, but use your willpower, focus, and over the weeks, months, this will become the most enjoyable part of our practice, the pranayama. Start to overcome the initial impatience. Eyes are closed, they are fixed on the eyebrow center, Shambhavi Mudra. Tongue is rolled up to the upper palate, Kechri Mudra. Please keep the Soham chant going. The last minute and a half. Anulom Vilom will balance your physical and mental energy. It's very important in our day and age with too much mental energy and too less physical, causing a lot of trouble for people across the world. This is considered a sadhana, complete spiritual practice. Now we move to Mahabandh. So bring your palms and your knees. If you're having your periods, you don't pull the bottom two locks. You just breathe in, lock your chin on your chest, keep it there, come up, exhale after a while, 3 times. Jalandhar Bandh. For everybody else, Mahabandh. So what you do is breathe in, blow out, without taking in a breath. Pull up the pelvic floor, anal genital space. Pull in the stomach. Touch the chin on the chest. Release. In a couple of weeks, I'll start to explain everything that's happening. Here, you're not letting apana go down, you're locking it. And you're not letting prana go up, you're locking it. And you're pulling in samana vayu internal. This will create a lot of combustion. There is no breathing. Stomach is fully drawn in, so you're stimulating Manipura chakra. Release. And the last time. Sitting absolutely straight. Om chanting. So, The sound is coming when the navel area. We're opening a granthi. A granthi means a blockage. There's prana flowing. So this section of the class is dealing with prana. There's prana flowing throughout the body. Granthis are blockages in this flow. The average adult develops 100,000 granthis daily. So to answer the question, how often should you practice yoga? Minimum 7 days a week, daily. Because otherwise, you're developing so many blockages that's very tough to work with prana meditation. So the 3 main granthis, Brahma Granthi, Vishnu Granthi, Rudra Granthi. You've got to open Brahma Granthi, you become very energetic. When Vishnu Granthi is open, you become very accepting, loving, compassionate. And Rudra Granthi is open up, you become very intuitive. So Om helps to open out all these 3. So A, let's try this 5 times. The index finger and thumbs touch tips. Place the palms onto the knees so the back is supported. The tip of the tongue rolls up, touches the back, soft upper palate. The eyes close, they look above the eyebrow center. The hands are in Jnana Mudra, the tongue in Kechari Mudra, the eyes in Shambhavi Mudra, the body in Siddha Yoni Asana or Sukhasana. This is the basic body language for meditation to happen to you. We don't meditate, it happens to us. Breathing in and out. As you breathe in, internally chanting so, and you're aware of from the base of your spine up to the eyebrow center. Exhale, hum from the eyebrow center down to the base. So, hum. So, hum. So, hum. So, hum. Bring your awareness to the Yoga Sutras. Patanjali defines the process of the Ashtanga, or the 8 limbs of yoga. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharan, Dhyan, Samadhi. Dharan, Dhyan, Samadhi, internal yoga. Yama to Pratyahara, Bahirang, external. We saw the yamas last time. Ahimsa, non-violence. Satya, truthfulness. Asteya, non-stealing. Brahmacharya, non-lust. Aparigraha, non-possessiveness. Our meditation this week is on the niyamas, self-observances. Be aware of saucha, cleanliness. When there's a deep sense of cleanliness of the body, we lose the compulsiveness of the body. When we keep it clean and pure, it doesn't hold so much sway over us. The compulsion, the compulsiveness of the body is overcome, making you fit for focus, meditativeness, and an experience of yourself. Saucha. Ask yourself, is cleanliness internal and external of my body, mind, something I can say, yes, cleanliness I'm established in. And if not, let's commit to work on it. The next niyama is very interesting. Santosha, contentment. You can be ambitious, but you have to be content on a daily basis wherever you are. Patanjali says if you are content, you're capable of tremendous joy. Santosha. So ask yourself, are you content? And if not, let's commit to work on it. Saucha, Santosha, Tapa. Tapa is taking on certain disciplines, certain hardships, so that you can train your body to remove the impurities and prepare for an experience of meditativeness, to experience the self. Tapa. It can be anything, skipping one meal in a week, waking up at a certain time, anything at all, practicing daily as that should be your tapa. Every day you do the Abhyasa. Tapa. Ask yourself, are you able to commit to a tapa regularly, daily? Saucha, Santosha, Tapa, Swadhyaya. Patanjali says, through Swadhyaya, you can integrate, you can become one with your Ishta Devata or your ideal of awareness. Whatever's your ideal of awareness, you can become one with through Swadhyaya, which is self-study. Self-study, so you can journal as well as scriptural study. For starters, you can start to study the Yoga Sutras itself and journal yourself daily. Ask yourself, can you commit to this kind of rigorous self-study to know your own patterns of mind? Saucha, Santosha, Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishwar Pranidhan. Surrender to a higher entity. Ishwar Pranidhan. Surrender to whatever is your ideal of pure awareness. This could be anything. This could be God for you. This could be nature. This could be just whatever you consider to be pure awareness. Are you able to surrender? And therefore, with this pure awareness, with this experience, if you're established in Ishwar Pranidhan, Patanjali says, Samadhi, the 8th stage, Samadhi, becomes possible for you. You experience bliss when you're able to get established in experience and surrender to whatever you consider is your pure awareness, highest form of pure awareness. For the next 2 minutes, just stay with these thoughts, Saucha, Santosha, Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishwar, Pranidhan. They're the building blocks for a healthy life, not just a yoga practice. Bring your hands into Namaste. Bring your awareness to your sankalp or resolution, stating it 3 times to yourself, with deep emphasis and awareness. Yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarotam pravaram muninam patanjalam pranjaliranatosmi. Namaste. I invite you all to practice daily. Please write and let me know whether you're improving in those poses. So for the next whole week till the next Saturday, this is the Abhyasa. And the next Saturday we'll start to work with slightly different work. This is the 3rd week of this moon cycle. We've got 1 more week of the moon cycle. The beautiful thing is that on Sunday, tomorrow, is Guru Purnama. Gu, darkness, Ru, light. Somebody taking you from darkness to light. I salute, I bow down to my own Guru, who I spent 7 years living with. And every day was magical. I was too young to understand the value. And now every day I think back with so much gratitude. Likewise, for yourself, spend tomorrow remembering all those teachers who helped you be where you are today. Namaste.